What is up, my crypto legends? Hopefully we're not going to lose connection. Apparently I've got better connection back in Spain than here. But yeah, hopefully we're not going to get cut off this time, and we're going to analyze the situation, of course, of Bitcoin. We're going to see USDT also. Some people saying, what's happening with USDT? USDT is having a little bit of volatility, guys. I think we still do not need to worry. If USDT does fall down, guys, to 90-80 cents, which I think is highly improbable, but yeah, then this definitely is big trouble. Okay, this is big trouble. If we were to get, you know, USDT dropping to 95-90 cents, this will have a massive, you know, bank run, right? It's, you know, a crypto USDT bank run where everybody wants to go to the exchanges and sell their USDT for fiat. And yeah, this is definitely not going to be a good thing if there is going to be a, you know, a run on the bank, right, on USDT. Let me rip USDT. Hey, no, I think, you know, if we compare the USDT chart, I want to talk about Euro US dollar, because I'm going to start, you know, trading Forex. And this volatility in crypto is, you know, portfolio is going to zero. Yeah, that's it. Moving to Forex, guys. We're going to start making this Forex-census instead of Bitcoinsensus. So let's take a look at USDT, US dollar, or USDC. I think USDC is doing pretty good. Yeah, I mean, basically against the US dollar, yeah, this is what is happening. It's currently at 98 cents, guys. This is, I think it's going to have a major recovery. You know, if we do see the price action, I mean, look at this. You know, during the May crash of, it wasn't the May crash of 2021, but we did see a crash in May of this year. As you can see on the chart, you know, coming all the way down to 94 cents against the US dollar pair. So yeah, we did have a major drop. We did have a major drop here in May, as you can see. We are dropping right now, you know, it's losing 2 cents at the moment against the US dollar. You know, this should only have a little bit of volatility up and down, as it has had, you know, for the last few years, as you can see. But yeah, if this, you know, if we start solidly making these daily candles down here, yeah, this can have a really bad effect, guys. You know, I'm not here to bring FUD, but, you know, USDT basically it's the #1 stable coin where most of the exchanges have, you know, their pairs on against USDT. And yeah, if USDT falls and everybody, you know, starts running to the exchanges to change their US dollar tether into into cash, then it's going to be absolutely insane. We could see definitely a massive, you know, continuation to the downside. You name it, Bitcoin to 10K, sub 10K, 8K, and yeah, stuff like that, guys. If we do lose our peg with the dollar, USDT as a stable coin, then the markets are going to be having a massive hit, continuation to the downside. What is happening with the USDT, says Alice. Guys, I hope the connection is good. Let me know. Let me know, guys, if the connection is okay. Let me know. Give a thumbs up in the comment section. I'm just going to go quickly through the comment section, and I want to do a little bit of Forex, guys. It's the first time I'm actually in a Forex trade here. First time ever. I think I probably did 1 trade or 2 trades in my lifetime, you know, on PrimeXBT. But overall, I did a bit of analysis and in a pretty nice trade. I will explain my trade that I do have here on PrimeXBT. If you do, guys, allow me, we can do a little bit of, you know, Forex analysis, leave crypto on the sides a little bit. I want to start trading on PrimeXBT a bit. Overall, we're going to talk about Bitcoin also. Major levels, major opportunities at this range. I was just checking Bitcoin price, okay, right over here on the US dollar pair, okay, on Bybit. It's currently trading at 16,410, right? And if we do take a look at the BTC US dollar tether pair, all right, on Bybit, should do it. I think there's $270 difference at this moment because of this, you know, 2% drop on Tether, right? So yeah, absolutely crazy. You know, right now the US dollar Tether pair, Bitcoin US dollar Tether pair, is at 16,683 as we speak, and the Bitcoin US dollar pair, fiat dollar, is $280 less, guys. This is huge. I've never seen this, you know, being so stable with this for such a long time, you know, with this difference. You know, it's pretty scary times we're living in right now, because if the US dollar Tether, you know, disconnects seriously with the dollar, then yeah, guys, it's over. It's over, basically, just like the thumbnail. It's over, like the title. You know, this is no FUD I want to bring in, but I'm just bringing you the reality that there's a lot of people scared right now because of the FTX and Binance situation. You know, and you know, a lot of people have gone to withdraw all of their funds on FTX. What's happened? Yeah, of course, they had to halt the withdrawals. There's a huge amount of billions stuck, okay, in FTX. Well, I don't know where they are, but overall, just imagine the panic that there is globally right now with cryptocurrency. You know, a lot of people have been accumulating stable coins, such as me. I have a huge amount of stable coins, you know. I feel like, you know, getting some stable coins out. You know, where can I put it? Into Bitcoin. What crypto is safe right now, you know? And just, yeah, scary moment. So there could be kind of a run on the bank on USDT. And this means that, of course, you need to back up those US dollar Tether with all of that fiat. Does Tether, okay, company, have all of those, you know, fiat, all of that fiat back in the US dollar Tether? And I think it's highly improbable. It's highly improbable that you have a 100% of cash, guys, behind Tether. I don't know. You know, this could be that moment where we're going to have, you know, a massive drawdown, okay, on Bitcoin and crypto in general. So yeah, just stay safe, guys. Stay safe. You know, not even stable coins. In my personal opinion, if you do take a look at the US dollar coin, you know, I've always preferred US dollar coin. You know, US dollar coin is at 1.02. I've always preferred more US dollar coin than US dollar Tether. Of course, there has been some FUD with US dollar coin as well, you know, potentially being centralized and all of that. But, you know, I think the fundamentals are slightly better than US dollar Tether, and it's actually going up. So, yeah, make sure to have your stable coins distributed. You know, I don't have 100% on US dollar Tether. Let's take a look at the comment section, guys. There's a little bit of information, too much information that I want to talk about. You know, I want to talk about Bitcoin. I want to talk about DXY and, you know, some Forex. I want to take a look at Euro, US dollar, Great British Pound against the US dollar also, if I do have some time. I know we want to be fully related on crypto, but time to take a look at some other markets to see if we find some other opportunities. Anyway, bottom will be 10K as of technical analysis, says Hex. Hey, maybe, you know, according to technical analysis, you know, we're having a lot of FUD that are breaking the technicals, okay? A lot of FUD is breaking technicals. So, yeah, like I said, who knows? Who knows where the bottom is going to be? You know, just imagine if Tether is going to collapse. Just imagine US dollar Tether going to 90, 80, 70 cents, guys. Yeah, you name it. 10K will not be the bottom. We're only 6K away from 10K. And if suddenly US dollar Tether starts devaluating against the US dollar, which it shouldn't, it should be fully 100% backed, and there should be no kind of volatility, because this is why it's a stable coin. But you know the deal. We get greedy. The exchanges, the billionaires, they want to move them, okay? So what they do is they lend the money. They lend it, they get into deposits, they invest it, they lose it. And that's why US dollar Tether, highly unlikely they don't have 100 or not even 80% of those Tether backed up by real fiat, guys. And that is the reality. And if there was everybody wanting to cash their US dollar Tether into fiat, it's just not going to happen. The value of Tether will go down, and it's just, yeah, it's a scary situation. But anyway, bro, that McDonald's Wi-Fi is terrible. Yeah, I mean, I'm at the back here. They're actually calling me to make burgers. I said, give me 10 minutes so I can do a quick live stream and see if I can get some viewers here. But I need to go and flip some burgers, guys. So I'll be 10 minutes. Only joking. I will be a little bit longer, but I'll have to flip the burgers in about an hour. So anyway, let's take a look. Let me know, guys, if the connection is okay. I think I got some thumbs up here with the connection. We let's catch up in Dubai. Yeah, US dollar tether depegging, guys, says Rayman. Yeah, it does look like we do have a little bit. We can actually take a look at US dollar tether. That is probably going to be an interesting chart right now to watch at this moment. It's back up right now. I think it's just going to be a little bit of volatility, and it's finally gonna get to the 99, $1 range in the next coming days, guys. It's very unlikely that there will be, very likely people saving the US dollar tether. The big large exchanges such as Binance, Coinbase, and some other ones such as Kraken, they're not going to let US dollar tether collapse, in my personal opinion. But anyway, we know the deal. Anything can happen. So what would happen to Bitcoin after the CPI report? Yes, exactly. We do have the CPI report. So we've got inflation rate. We could see a little bit of volatility. I think they're expecting 0.1% of inflation going down. So yeah, let's see what happens. 8.2 it's currently. I think they're expecting 8.1. If inflation does go down, yeah, I think it's markets will get a hit anyway. I just sold my USDT, all of my USDT, says Pedro, and better be safe than sorry. So I guess you switched it to euros, or I don't know, or to dollars, to real dollars. I don't know. So it is risky holding Binance US dollar at the moment too, says Humble Toad is asking the question. Well, we know that Binance is the #1 crypto exchange. They have multi-billions, okay, and I think that the Binance US dollar backing the largest exchange that there is right now in the world, which is Binance. I think probably the Binance stablecoin is pretty well safe, and there's nothing safe, but it is pretty safe in my personal opinion. I don't think CZ will let the Binance coin drop to zero, to drop to 90 cents or 80 cents. Okay, it's unlikely to go to zero, but I mean to 90 cents or 80 cents, it's just very likely not going to happen. He would actually cut the Binance smart chain and not let people sell it. So this is what you get with centralized blockchain. Right, so USDC is safer, says Alice. Yeah, I've always preferred a little bit USDC than US dollar tether. CPI releasing today. Yeah, we got the CPI news, so we can get a little bit of volatility. Guys, if you want me, I can do a little bit of analysis on Bitcoin, explain the situation of that drop that we did have yesterday, okay, from that 18,500 to test the lows, explaining that favor on the live stream, so we can go through that. So yeah. Buy Pax G BTC gold back Bitcoin. Okay, that's pretty interesting, Roland. BUS dollar is the safest stablecoin by the looks of things now, says Srinivas. Well, we can see who's the boss in crypto right now, right? It's CZ from Binance. He's the boss, and he did prove it the last few days. So yeah, it's the largest exchange with a huge amount of difference, from the second one. So yeah, I think Binance US dollar is likely pretty stable. I think Binance US dollar is not getting much volatility right now. It's 1.02, so it's in pair with US dollar coin at the moment. They're actually gaining value, so they're gaining confidence against US dollar tether. But this is just slight volatility. I don't think US dollar tether is likely going to recover fast. Okay, guys. Do you have US dollar tether? Yeah, I would say I have 50% on my stable coins in US dollar tether, and the other 50 in US dollar coin. I don't hold DAI. I don't hold Binance US dollar. So yeah, it's 50-50 me with USDC and USDT. So yeah, anyway, let's go through. Tahonas, thanks for the super chat, my man. Make sure to leave a question, no question on your super chat. What about CPI data? Well, I think CPI data, if we do have higher inflation, you know, I think the news is pretty crazy now, and you know, the last few weeks, because if it's positive or negative, the market will do whatever it wants, basically. In my personal opinion, if inflation does go down to 8%, right, and we actually lower inflation, I think the markets will get a hit. And if the inflation is going to be higher than expected, probably not going to get such a large hit. Probably the market will recover a little bit. That is my personal opinion, but I think it's going to be like forecast. It's only 0.1%. The market will probably take a hit on that. Voice cut, sound stream is on and off. Okay, so sound stream is on and off. So the sound is pretty awful. Voice is in and out. Okay, lagging. Okay, voice cut. Right, let me know. You keep getting lagged. Audio is very, very bad. Okay, sorry guys. Let me know. Audio by the looks of things is bad, so I'm gonna have to get a cable, guys, and get a good connection. Audio is fine for me, says call me sarcasm. Okay, good. We can't hear you well, Andy. Right, Andy, read chat. Andy, read chats, man. Yeah, audio is in and out. Audio lagging. Okay, so I'll have to get an internet connection, guys, with a cable, because it seems like I'm lagging a little bit with a connection, even though it does say I have really good, well, I have, yeah, normal connection, it says, yeah. All right, guys, and I'm gonna have to put a cable out. Let me know if I turned it on and off and it's better. It's okay, it's fine. Okay, seems pretty good my end. All right, okay, cool. Right, let's go through the chart. Voice good to me, audio is fine, audio is good. All right, okay, thanks guys. Rejoin the stream and audio worked. Okay, rejoin the stream. Andy, my first live stream. Love you. Jennifer Lane. Hey, love you too. Audio is fine, says Anne. Victor also. Okay, guys, let's do analysis. You know, audio is good. Thank you for letting me know that audio is good. Let's go through what I think, you know, I'm going to view my personal analysis. Okay, at the end of the day, anything can happen, but obviously this is the weekly chart on Bitcoin. Okay, so let's zoom out and see where we at. Okay, looking at the macro perspective, and we have finally lost this $19,000 range. This is the weekly all-time high, as you can see, from 2017. We managed to hold this level as resistance here in November and December of 2020, just when we were hitting it. We had major weeks hitting that range, okay, before we broke it. And we also got in June, July, September and October, holding the range, guys, all of these months, all right, during the summer and September and October, we were holding this level. Finally, we're getting the breakdown with this massive, you know, event. Okay, it was probably priced in already, as we were going to go lower and lower, but there was an opportunity to actually hold this level. But of course, people losing confidence right now, seeing, you know, two of the largest exchanges, you know, battling on Twitter and finally proving that FTX is insolvent, and it's been an absolute mess, guys. We talked about this the last few days, you know, when FTX was still at $22 and there was still not too much FUD going on, but then the next day was an absolute battle on Twitter, and of course this ignited the Bitcoin price to break finally $19,000 successfully, as we can see on the weekly. Now there's 3 days left to close this weekly candle. If this weekly candle is going to close at this 16K range, guys, it is likely, very, very likely, in the coming weeks that we're potentially going to go as low as 14K. This range, okay, of 14K is a huge level. I mean, this was the accumulation massive level that we had in 2019 and 2020. This was the resistance range from a massive accumulation. People in profit right now, okay, there's more people in a loss that are in crypto at this moment. You know, it's more than 60-70% Only those early investors, 2018, 2017, early, not even 2017, early 2017 and mid 2018 are the ones that are in, you know, still pretty decent profit. So, you know, we are getting at that point where, you know, we're getting absolutely destroyed. You know, hardly any people in profit, massive sell-off. We will start finding floor levels, you know, very soon, in my personal opinion. I know that you know, the world is in turmoil, things can get worse, economy, you know, it's not looking great for 2023. So we could have a little bit of a more downside action, but there will be a moment that we'll be running flat. There will be running flat, and of course it will be one of the best opportunities to invest for the next coming years. So apart from that, like I said, that level of 12K range, okay, where we do have the massive amount of volume traded in 2019 and 2020, you know, is the level to hold. You know, that is a range I will be buying massively if we do. I am starting to buy right now also Bitcoin, but if we hit 12K Bitcoin, you know, that's going to be a huge opportunity, you know, in my personal opinion, that I'm going to accumulate quite a lot at that level. And it's likely to be hit if this weekly candle is going to close, guys. If we got this weekly candle closing this massive support range, it's likely that we are going to have a little bit of continuation in the coming weeks, you know, to potentially hit that 12-15K. Audio now well, says the Honus. Thank you very much, my man. Thank you for the super chat, and thank you for letting me know. So anyway, taking a look at the macro, you know, it's not looking great. We broke finally that major level. Hey, in the next couple of days, there could be a massive recovery, right? This could turn into a massive wick. We have seen it before. Look at these big, massive wicks of several $1,000s. You know, it's probably unlikely, but it is a possibility. $1,000, $4,000 pump and turn this just into a massive wick. Of course, that would absolutely change the game. This would mean that we have hold the level on the weekly. This was just a massive, you know, FUD drop with the FTX Binance situation. So yeah, I think it's highly unlikely, but if we do close at 16-17K range, this weekly candle, then we can be pretty confident that that continuation is likely, that this $19,000 range is just not going to be easy, you know, recovered and broken as resistance. That is my personal opinion anyway. Let's go through Bitcoin right now, okay? This situation right over here on Bitcoin, and I think Bitcoin is poised for a pretty nice pump, potentially to 17.5, and I'm going to give that brief explanation in just 1 second, okay? Why 17.5 is potentially going to be hit on Bitcoin, and why also 17.5 might be a great shorting opportunity, okay, for another major correction for the test here of the lows created yesterday. I'm going to give a little bit of technical analysis on why this could happen, all right, and why the highest probability short trade would be at that range, at that 17.5, okay, in just 1 second. But first of all, guys, I want to talk about, you know, this scenario over here. Remember yesterday we were talking about, you know, this this level over here likely to get rejected, okay? When we did the live stream yesterday, we were, sorry, not yesterday, before yesterday, I didn't do any live stream yesterday, I was traveling, but before yesterday I did the live stream when we were trading at this range, okay, on the 8th of November, explaining on how this level is likely to hold as resistance, and we were going to come and test the 618 or the lows, okay, and you know, the next coming days basically. And the whole explanation on this red box getting that resistance, guys, was reading the volume, and the volume that comes here on TradingView. We only need this volume, and we need a large exchange with a huge amount of liquidity, a huge amount of volume, such as Bybit, right? So we do see this on Bybit, we do see this on the 5-minute chart. You got this 2 major spikes in volume, okay, on the 5-minute. You can see the 15-minute, right, on the lower time frames. You know, and it's this area over here, as you can see, right? This is the range where we do have a lot of volume. Of course, we consolidated, we had that breakdown continuation to the downside with this amount of volume. This was explained 2 days ago. When we were doing the live stream, we were trading at this range. You can check that latest live stream, okay? It's the live stream just before this one today. Talking about this scenario, which was very highly highly probable that we were going to get rejected, especially after this exhaustion, right? Because we're having that exhaustion to the upside, and we had no volume at all. There's no volume, there's no buying pressure. Everybody's scared. This is just a dead cat bounce, and you're likely probable to have that continuation to the downside to test the lows, as the bulls do not have any power. They're not showing any power to have that movement up, and you're likely to reject at that exact resistance where we do have that massive volume selling pressure right over here, guys. So whoever shorted that, I think I got someone in the Telegram group saying spot on with that short on the lower time frames at 18,500, because it finally happened. It finally happened, as you can see here. Of course, there was the other scenario. There was the potential swing failure pattern, all right, from the lows of June, where we just had that wick to the downside. That was the kind of bullish case scenario. There was a massive wick, and there was a possibility in a potential recovery. We actually did get a short-term bounce. Okay, you probably would have been in negative and slightly in profit. Best scenario, of course, when you're long in such a massive capitulation, is protect position as soon as you can. That scenario was this one, from the lows here to the highs. We were talking about that 618 fib level right there. From this pump, okay, so that 618 to be hit, we hit it and got the bounce, guys. We hit it and got the bounce. What happens though if you are long in this 618 range, guys? We need to be extremely cautious, right? When we're long in this kind of scenarios, we want to be intelligent and we want to protect position, right? So if you long this level, you know that this range, can be resistance, okay? If you start hitting that level and start getting rejected, you want to protect position, and all depending on what kind of price action you make next, okay? Another swing failure from the lows that did not happen, then re-enter a long position. But obviously, this was a very, very risky long. You could have been in profits, with these profits hitting this resistance. You need to protect position, no doubt in my mind, okay? Stay protective, especially when you're fighting the trend. Best trading scenario, of course, was that short position from the live stream, before yesterday, like I just explained, with the volume, reading the volume on the lower time frames, 5 minute, 3 minute chart, very likely to get that rejection from 18,500. You can check that live stream, okay, the one before this, okay, we talked about that bullish swing failure, all right, for 618, okay, we did hit that 618 at this range, got the bounce. It was a very, very difficult trade. Once you don't get that recovery, get stopped out or exit the trade, guys. It will be in the best case scenario. Be protective on that move, as you are hitting a resistance and you are fighting the trend, right? We've got a massive downtrend. So just explaining those two scenarios, okay? People want to know why. Why did we get rejected from this level? And obviously, why didn't we recover properly? I think that because there was just too much of a selling pressure and capitulation and big resistance levels hit, okay? And we're just having that continuation to the downside, following the trend down, okay? So giving that brief explanation on that. And, looking at this chart over here right now, this price action on Bitcoin. And if I do get a few minutes afterwards, yeah, I'm in Andy at the McDonald's office applying for a job. Yes, exactly. I've just let them know if I could do a live stream, if they could lend the office to do a live stream after the application for McDonald's. Anyway, yeah, just if you do let me 1 second, guys, because I just switched into doing a little bit of analysis on Forex, basically. We can see US dollar tether is recovering pretty nicely, guys. It is normal to have a little bit of volatility on the stable coins when there's a little bit of FUD, but I think US dollar tether, the big exchanges are not going to let it fall down, okay, in my personal opinion. So we're having that pretty nice recovery on US dollar tether at the moment, so I think there's nothing to be scared right now. It's just a situation that we need to be well aware, okay? You need to have your stable coins diversified as well, guys. I know people had stable UST coins, right? Which is the Tether, sorry, not the Tether, the Terra Luna stable coin, guys. We know what happened with that, okay? I know a lot of people lost millions on having a US dollar, not Tether, US dollar Terra, right? It's confusing because of the T, but yeah, a lot of people lost a lot of money on that stable coin. So have your stable coins diversified. My two favorite ones, of course, is US dollar tether, because most of the exchanges have them as a pair on different cryptos, and US dollar coin. You know, that has been very much proved that it's more legit, in my personal opinion, in my own research, than US dollar tether. So, and they're in the Ethereum blockchain, which is the decentralized blockchain compared to the Binance smart chain, which is not decentralized, basically. So anyway, those are my two favorite ones, of course. Let me go short BTC now. Hey, let me tell you my opinion on Bitcoin right now, on you know, what would be the best shorting opportunity, right? I think, you know, obviously we've been going down a huge amount. I think, you know, continuation is very, very possible, especially hitting some big resistance levels. Where do we have the biggest resistance levels here looking at Bitcoin? Well, I just want to take a look at the value area from this drop, right? Where is the highest value volume levels on this movement down? And of course, the value area, the fixed range, okay, volume profile is going to give me a pretty nice range, okay, for the last few days, giving me, you know, a pretty nice range, as you can see here on the chart, right? This is looking at the 15-minute for the last few days. And like I said on the other live stream, you know, the 17,500, 17,600 is the point of control from this massive drop that we've had for the last few days, right? From 19,000 all the way down to this mid $15,000 range. So the point of control is exactly at that 17.6, 17.5. You know, this is a strong level, okay? And this could be a kind of A, B, C corrective wave where we can hit that level. And if this does happen and we claim the highs, you know the deal. It's likely that we're going to get that drop, okay, in the coming days. So not only because of the point of control, but just looking at the technicals, you know, there is also a possibility in creating a, like I said, that ABC correction. If we take a look at Fibonacci based Fib extension, giving that wave extension possibility, if we take a look at the lows here at 15.5K to the highs that was created, okay, early this morning, we can see, you know, that 17.5 would be the one-to-one wave. It can actually be a little bit lower as we can hit the 618. But overall, I wouldn't speculate on that long, as longing from this, you know, longing is extremely risky, guys. We do know this. Longing is extremely risky as we are in an aggressive downtrend. You know, we want to try and be smart and say, hey, I think we're going to do this ABC correction. This is the largest resistance zone. I think we're going to go up there. No, the reason why I think that that's a possibility that it can happen, it's because I would be willing to short this range. I would be willing to short that $17,400, $500 range, as it's going to be the strongest resistance. We're hitting the point of control here from the last 2 days. All right, we got actually resistance from that value area low. If we take a look at the value area low from the last few days, we can see right over here how we got that rejection, you know, just early this morning. So we've got that rejection. I think we could get acceptance back into this value range for the last few days. That point of control is that critical range, the middle of the value area from the last few days, and it's the point of control. So in between that 17.5, 17.4, 17.6, you know, that range, you know, if you do get that volatility at that level, you know, it's just likely to get that corrective move if we were to pick up here in the next coming hours. Of course, you know, I'm not going to speculate a long position when we're trading like crazy, because we just could continue down. I only know that if we do hit that level, it's just a strong resistance, and it is potentially worth for that potential shorting opportunity, okay guys? So we do not want to predict, we do not want to be a genius. Like I said, we're going up, I said we were going to go down. We want to take a strong levels of confluence where we could possibly get rejected, okay, on the price of Bitcoin. Now, volume ranges, you know, we got a massive cluster in volume right over here, as you can see. Now we got a wick all the way down to 16.9K. But you know, we got these closes, all right, on the 15 minute at the 17.7, 17.6k range. Okay, so we got a lot of volume, you know, from this major drop. If the price were to hit this range, you know, it's also going to be tackling this massive amount of selling pressure. Meaning, okay, you know, if we do this or we do this, you know, I'm going to explain why we could also do this, right? We could actually have that little move down and then hit that 618 and move to the upside. You know, no matter what two scenarios happens, you know, if we go up there or we go down and up, or maybe not even go up there, I don't care. I'm just waiting for that potential range. We've got massive selling volume here, as you can see. It's the point of control. It's the point of control from the volume trade the last few days, as you can see right here. And you know, that possibility on a ABC correction, right? Looking at the one-to-one extension, which is at the 17.5, 17.6, you know, can give us that possibility of exhaustion, you know, an ABC correction right there at that range. And that would be a very, very interesting short. Of course, what is going to happen? Well, of course, you're going to enter in and wow, this looks bullish, right? Just imagine we get a candlestick that does like this, bang, and it looks pretty powerful. You know, you're going to be thinking, wow, this is looking scary for shorting. You know, we're getting some uptrend momentum. Is this going to be a massive recovery? Well, no, in my personal opinion, it's going to be a very good range for a potential short, guys. We've got big resistance, you know, at this 17.4, 17.6. Okay, give it a few $100s for that volatility. CPI in 7 minutes, says Harry. So we've got the CPI in 7 minutes. My personal opinion, it's going to be down 0.1%. It's currently at 8.2%. Yeah, I think it's going to be 8.1 as forecast. So Racing Pixel, thanks for joining the live stream, my man. Got my moderator here giving insane support. Thank you. Pac-Man also here. What's up, my crypto legends? Andy some love. Show Andy some love, says Pac-Man. Yeah, and smash up that like button. I actually haven't said to the people to smash up the like button, guys. Smash it up. Almost 700 people watching the stream. You just need to destroy that like button. Show some love, guys, here for this technical analysis and this live stream. Sorry for yesterday not doing a live stream, but you know the deal, I was traveling. So USDT is back to 99 cents. Yeah, we don't need to worry too much, okay? I've still got 50% of my stable coins in US dollar tether. And like I said, it's going to be very, very hard. There would have to be a massive, you know, it would be the end of crypto kind of thing if everyone went to sell their US dollar tether for fiat right now. I don't see it happening, you know. Most of the large exchanges, I would say 99% of the exchanges have the US dollar tether pair and have a huge amount of US dollar tether that they're not going to sell. So let's take a look at analysis. Are you covering the CPI? No, we're not. I'm not covering the CPI data live, but I think it's in the next 5 minutes, right? We've got the CPI data in 5 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. Inflation rate, which I think is going to be 8.1. We will see some slight volatility. I just want to, guys, if you give me a few seconds, you know, I had a little bit of a break on looking at crypto with this massive situation. I was just analyzing the DXY and Euro US dollar and GDP US dollar, okay, GBP, sorry. The Great British Pound against the US dollar, you know, because I've got some funds on Prime XBT and I want to do some trading also on Prime XBT. Sometimes I go from Bitcoin and maybe some altcoin trading, but mainly Bitcoin and S&P 500. And I thought, you know, I want to analyze the Euro US dollar because Euro has been getting a massive hit. The Great British Pound also against the dollar. And you know, the main reason why is because dollar is gaining strength, right? And we take a look at the DXY. This bounce from the DXY was absolutely too perfect that we were likely going to get that bounce here from this low on the dollar. And of course, this was not going to help Bitcoin recover. We had that nice bounce on the DXY. So I was analyzing this, you know, the last couple of days, and yesterday, you know, seeing this small consolidation, I was pretty sure that the DXY was going to get a bounce and the dollar index, you know, was going to get a pretty nice bounce. And taking a look at the Euro US dollar, and I like to explain my trades, you know, I like to explain why I entered a trade, you know, I'm not just going to say, I'm in this trade and I'm in profit, blah, blah, blah. No, I want to explain why
I'm in that trade because I think it's, you know, people are here for the content, they are for the analysis and explanations, and that's why I'm here for. So yeah, basically US dollar, the euro US dollar pair, I mean, massive downtrend, huge, massive lower highs and lower lows, as you can see on the daily here for the last few months, absolutely insane. And what happened right now on it does look like it wanted to kind of reverse, right? You're kind of creating some higher highs and higher lows, but overall I was, you know, taking a look at the DXY with that high probability bounce from this range, okay, high probability bounce from this low. And what happened basically here with the euro US dollar pairs, that we had a swing failure from this top. Okay, we can go to the 4 hourly chart, zoom in a little bit, and we can see that test of the 1.009 level high that we had here on the 27th or 26th of October, getting that hit. And I'm thinking, right, if we are at this level, this is very likely to be a double top if the DXY were to get this bounce from the analysis that we made here on the live streams. And I just wanted to share with you that, yeah, I entered that short, you know, exactly at that high from that swing failure, looking for that correction and the dollar gaining value. So I just wanted to share a little bit of that analysis. You know, I'm trading a little bit of Forex now. But yeah, it's just going to be a couple of trades potentially. But maybe you, as this is a crypto channel, I don't want to suddenly start focus on Forex, but, you know, just wanted to share that analysis here on euro US dollar, because, you know, if US dollar tether disappears, if we do go to 90-80 cents, we're probably going to have to switch to Forex, guys. Like I said, it's not going to be Bitcoinsensus, it will be Forexsensus instead of Bitcoinsensus, because we would get a massive hit. Good luck everyone. Call me sarcasm and says, I think he is leaving. New lows, look at tone. Alameda trying to initiate a US dollar tether depeg. No, I don't think so. Casper, KAS, says Jay. Let's take a look at Casper. Unfortunately, we do not have any. Oh, we got in a massive recovery right now on the euro. US dollar oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Euro, just when I was posting this, getting a massive recovery on the euro. Oh my goodness, don't tell me I'm going to get stopped out. Yeah, the CPI data is apparently is being bad for the dollar. So we are seeing that inflation. We are seeing that inflation right now on the euro. Let me just double check here. Yeah, DXY is getting a little bit of a hit. Probably the Bitcoin price is getting a little bit of pumpy action. Yeah, we're getting that pumpy action right now on Bitcoin. So it looks like, can anybody share? Let me just quickly refresh this, because it looks like hopefully we're not going to go to higher levels. Should have taken some profits from that trade. But yeah, so this is what we got right now. Let's see. We're getting a massive pump right now on Bitcoin, because it seems like inflation probably will be high. Let me just double check here. $7.7. Wow, absolutely insane. 7.7. So, goddamn, inflation dropped. So inflation is at 7.7, guys. Absolutely crazy. Wow. So it doesn't make sense really at DXY losing value with this, but anyway. Massive recovery on the stock market and on Bitcoin. Well, Bitcoin got that massive rejection right now. It would have been nice a little bit higher. Hopefully we are going to go a little bit higher here on Bitcoin. Hitting that 7-8, yeah, ideal scenario for me would have been hitting the 17.5. You know, this is a quick move. You know, when we're trading the news, this is the risk, right? Because this could have a massive continuation to the upside, have a big massive spike. I should have actually taken profits on that short euro US dollar tether, knowing that we were having the CPI news out. 7.7, yeah. BTC pumping. I think we can. Yeah, it's 7.7. So the forecast was 8.1. We were at 8.2, and it's down 0.5%. No, sorry, down. Yeah, 0.5%, which is crazy. Crazy. We've gone down quite a lot. Okay. I think that was very much unexpected. That's a pretty nice drop. 0.5% in inflation, you know, after being so crazy for the last few months. 0.5 is a pretty well. Any short opportunity? Yeah, well, this is what we're talking about. You know, I would, of course, I'm not a fan in shorting the news, of course. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. Just when news is coming out, you know, there might be a bit of a hype pump now, guys. This is what I don't like about the news. But overall, that is a big resistance level, the 17.5. But yeah, who wants to short this big massive candle, you know, to the upside when we're having this CPI data out? You know, we could create a little bit of FOMO here, and the candle could go a little bit crazy. Yeah, let me just quickly check here the fixed range, but this is basically the shorting level. Let me know, guys. Yeah, this is basically the shorting level. Let me just quickly. Why can't I get the fixed volume profile? That was the shorting level, guys. Let me quickly. It's a little bit risky. Let me see if we do get another pump. If we do get another pump, I will be shorting. But yeah, basically that was the kind of the short. If we do get another pump, I might jump into a short. I mean, I don't like to get into a short with this volatility, but we'll do a couple $100 here on a potential short on a 30x leverage. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit risky, but this is the resistance level that we have been talking about, guys. Let me just check here the stop loss. Yeah, let me just get my leverage here sorted out. Yeah, that is the big level here. We've got to remember, we do have huge amount of volume. We're going to start hitting this massive amount of volume, selling pressure. We got that potential ABC correction to that range. It's the 1-to-1 extension, as you can see here, just hitting that 1-to-1 right now. And it's also going. It's also the fixed volume profile, major point of control, as we can see right here on the chart. So a slight leg up would be the ideal scenario to jump into that trade. Let's see if we can claim these highs again, and claiming those highs is potentially going to be that opportunity for that major short. But it's a little bit volatile. We need to be a little bit cautious here. Damn euro US dollar, damn you. Yeah, it's a little bit dangerous with the news, guys. We know the deal. We don't like trading the news, but it's probably going to be priced in, hitting this major resistance and getting a correction. Let's see if we do hit that level. Of course, where would be my take profit? Where my take profit from this short would be the value area low level, okay? So that would be around about the 618 from this pump. If we do manage to hit that 17.665, that would be my ideal short position. But yeah, profit taking from this short would be 618, value area high, and protecting position. So take profit, protect position, because overall this could be that ABC, little bit of volatility, come down here and then create another lower high for continuation to test the lows here from yesterday at 15.4. Yeah, but definitely take some profits at exactly 16.7, which is the value area low from the range. It's the 618 from this pump that we've had for the last few hours, and it's also this massive consolidation. I'm going to get ready. Let's see if we do have one leg up to claim the highs. You know, it would be nice another wick to get the best price possible. Let me know, guys, if you did get into DXY dump. Yeah, DXY is dumping. DXY getting a hit. DXY getting a hit. Dude, what's good? We might reclaim the range, so we might got a short at 17,737. Hope it holds. Hey, if you shorted at that level, so what? I mean, you probably trading the US dollar tether pair, right? Because yeah, here on US dollar tether, you just managed to catch that short scenario, so absolutely phenomenal. Hope it holds. I think we might have another leg up, but that's when I will enter. If we do get another leg up, I would potentially enter that leg up. But if it does come down to the 16, I mean, looking at the US dollar tether pair, if it does come down to these highs, around about the 16.9k, looking at the US dollar tether pair, I would be locking some profits at that level. Okay, if you did manage to catch that short from this range, guys. I mean, I'm a little bit conservative, and I'm a little bit, you know, I'm not too fond of trading the news. You guys know this. Whoever's an old subscriber, you know, for me, it's a little bit of it's too hypey. It's a little bit of a gamble, because there could be a lot of volatility with the news. You know, with my experience, I've just seen too much volatility and got stopped out, or have made insane profits and then stopped out again. It's not my favorite to trade the news, but looking at the technicals, we're almost hitting that point of control range. You know, a lot of volume from the last few days is exactly at 17.6, 17.7k. So on the US dollar pair, we just hit 17.530. Yeah, like I said, I mean, this does point out that it is an ABC correction. It just looks textbook, just what we were talking about, you know, the last, 30 minutes or so. ABC correction. We're probably going to get that volatility, guys. So if we do get that volatility exactly at 17.6, that is going to be your high probable trade scenario. That is going to be the high probability short scenario, as you are going to see that exhaustion exactly at the point of control. You are making that ABC here, looking at the 15-minute chart. Okay, you are creating that one-to-one extension, right? ABC one-to-one extension. We actually already hit that one-to-one, okay, to the exact dollar, getting that rejection. If we do get that volatility above 17.5 and 17.7 maximum, hitting that range in the next coming hours, getting that double top, getting that swing failure, getting that consolidation, you name it, that is going to give us our big probability in dropping from that range, guys. So if you are shorting that range right now, I would definitely book profits. Definitely book some profits, guys, if we were to get that drop to 16.6, 16.7k levels. If you manage to get into that short, from this high range, and it does drop from this level to yeah, like I said, that 16.6, 16.7, you know, would be that 618, 50% fib level from the pump, and it's also going to be the highs. It's likely to get that drop. Take a look at the 1 minute chart. I think the highs are going to be claimed, and I'm going to jump into that trade, looking for that quick swing failure. I'm going to get my stop loss very, very close as we go down. But yeah, I think we should probably hit that point of control properly, and I will jump into a short, guys. I will jump into that short. Keep it a scalp, a few $100 scalp on this potential scenario for a trade of the day. Still slightly risky, as we are still pumping, getting a bit of a reaction here, as we can see on the lower time frames. We take a look at the 3 minute. Yeah, I want the best price possible for this shorting scenario. Value area low, guys. Remember, like I said, you know, it's definitely going to be a take profit range. You know, you could get that massive bounce from the value area low, from this range, from that resistance level, from that 618 from the pump. You know, you're adding so many things that you could actually create a higher low and test the highs. So if you hit that low, you know, you're at 16.7, 16.7 range, okay, give or take some dollars. You know, take profit, guys. Take profit on that short. You know, nobody got broke by taking profit. Don't be too greedy and thinking that we are going to come down to the low, because you might get that bounce, hit the highs, and then get the volatility, and you'll get stopped out before we continue down. So take some profits if you are in that short position. Right. Right. Let's take a look here at some. Bro, I wouldn't short yet. CPI was wag better than expected. It will pump the market today. Yeah, very, very possible. This is, you know, this is the thing. I'm looking at the technical perspective, but it is true. This is why I usually say about the news. You know, the days that we do have news, you know, that news could affect pretty well the price of you know, of Bitcoin or an asset. You know, that's why it's a little bit of a risky one. That's why I would protect position as soon as possible. I would take profits. This is a huge level, okay? There's 17.6 of resistance. 17.5, 17.6. ABC, point of control. Yeah, I mean, what else can we add? I mean, insane. We're at a strong support right now at the DXY. If it starts breaking down, you know, this can be the trigger of a potential recovery in the market. It can be the trigger, because if we do lose this support level that we have been talking now for the last few weeks on the DXY, you know, just imagine if we do break down from this support range, it's going to be, you know, the breakout of the structure. We're basically going to confirm a breakout of uptrend structure, breaking the last higher lows, because last higher lows have not been broken the last few months basically, and this is the last range, right, of higher low levels. So if we do have that solid breakdown, you know, this could be the trigger of a start of a downtrend. What if the DXY has peaked and the Bitcoin price has bottomed? You know, what if the DXY has peaked at this range, you know, having a massive bull run for the last 2 years? What happens if it has peaked and the Bitcoin price has bottomed? You definitely need to let me your opinion. And bull trap of the year, says Robin. Yeah. bull trap of the year. Yeah, like I said, if we do get that price action, I would be willing to make a quick short here. You know, there's a pretty nice percentage drop. You know, if we do get that wick back up to claim the highs, I think it's going to be a high probability drop of 3-4% back down to that 16.8, 16.7k level. Yeah, this does look like an ABC correction. We're hitting a massive resistance zone at 17.5. It's enough confluence, like I said. It's a wave. The wave extension is exactly at the 1-to-1 right now. The level of rejection that we talked about from 1-to-1 Fibonacci extension of that ABC correction when we were trading at this range just half an hour ago, you know, we're just hitting that level and touched it to perfection to get that resistance at the beginning of the stream, right? You know, we were talking about that, hitting that 17.5 1-to-1 extension of an ABC and potentially getting that quick correction. You know, so far it is happening right now. If we do hit it and consolidate, it's going to give me this for me is not going to be a bull flag, and we're going to have continuation to the upside and go back to 19k. You know, this is not the likely scenario in my opinion. It's potentially going to get that quick exhaustion and continuation to the downside. What the rest of the market's doing, the S&P, Nasdaq are reacting pretty good to this news. So we're getting that pretty nice pump on the S&P 500. Andy, what is the CPI today? It's 7.7, so it's gone down 0.4 more than expected, which is absolutely insane. We can see here there, you know, the forecast, you know, the expectation was 8.1 from 8.2, which is the previous, and yeah, it's gone down to 7.7, so that was much more than expected. Basically, of course, good news. Check Polygon. Let's take a look at Polygon Matic. Is the market recovering? Yeah, Polygon Matic got a crazy volatility right now. It's going pretty crazy. Massive big pump from 79 cents where we were trading just a few hours ago. Had a pretty nice pump. We're having a little bit of a recovery here on the market. Yeah, stay cautious with trading, guys. Stay cautious with trading. We had the news. Luckily, I just noticed that we had that, you know, the inflation rate decision, CPI, and we know the deal. We want to stay aware with the news trading, guys. You know, what if the stock market starts recovering heavily? What happens if the DXY starts dropping this major support level, guys? I mean, this could mean that, you know, Bitcoin could have a massive recovery. If the DXY starts losing this major support, you know, in closing strong 2-hourly, 4-hourly candles, it's just likely to create a lower high, guys. You know, and this might be extremely good for Bitcoin in the coming year, in the coming weeks. I think most of the people were not expecting this really good CPI data. I mean, it was pretty impressive. I wasn't expecting that low. Solana, the peso is taking a hit. The Mexican peso, I guess. Argentinian peso, Mexican peso. Solana has got a massive pump. I mean, this is the thing, right? Look at the crazy thumbnail that I put on the, you know, end of crypto. This is the end. I guess this means that there's going to be a massive pump, right? As you know, when there's fear in the market, the end of crypto, then of course, yeah, that recovery is coming by the looks of things, right? So Solana, yeah, 50% pump from yesterday. It's still got a lot of work. Okay. I would be surprised to see what happened to, yeah, not much of a pump here. It is 50%, but yeah, we're still very low to where we were just 3 days ago, right? Where we were trading at $37. it's still, instead of looking at the 50% pump from yesterday, you know, we need to be well aware of how much we have dropped, you know, in just 3 days, 60%. Guys, stay safe with your trading, okay? Stay extremely safe with your trading. We've got the news, you know, there can be a little bit of a hype moment right now on Bitcoin, and yeah, we just want to play the safe game. If not, better trading opportunities tomorrow when the market starts stabilizing and the technical analysis is going to be much more respected. But I mean, I really like this level over here. This level is pretty nice. If you are trying to get into that short at this range where we are, it looks like that we are starting to get a reaction. We're starting to lose momentum. Make sure to protect position as soon as possible. Make sure to take profits, because this new CPI news can actually hype the market a little bit, guys. You know, we do not know if this pump has finished here, right? This is like catching a falling knife, or it looks like it's trying to catch you know, a massive pump in the top, right? Trying to catch the top. Looking at the technicals, guys, like I said, it's just showing us that this is a large resistance level, okay? The 17.6, 17.7 range is a large level. It's the potential ABC, and we're getting that volatility, guys, and we know that trading the news is not our thing. We trade the technicals. I really feel like shorting this though. It's a big resistance level. Let's see if we do claim that high of 17.7 and jump into a short. Yeah, I mean, where would be a good stop loss? Well, stop loss is, yeah, will be very difficult at this range. I mean, if we take a look at this high over here, from this high to this low, I mean, it's also the 618 range. I think the 78, you know, 18 point, I mean, the stop loss is going to be a little bit large. 18.1 behind the 7.8 and behind this major support. So above 8, slightly above 18,000. Matic up 34%. Feds would take this as positive step of increasing BPS and will not pivot for long. Markets would realize this and dump shortly. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing, you know, we know how fast things can change, right? So how many candles do you need on the time frame? I just want a claim of the highs. I want a claim of the highs. You know, if we can manage to claim that high, I will enter that short. You know, and instantly have a pretty nice protected position. We are hitting the 618 also, guys, from this consolidation. Looking at the 15-minute, so we're hitting a lot of resistance. We got from this high, you know, from this big bounce, and then the drop. We are hitting the 1-to-1 extension. We got the point of control from the volume traded the last 2-3 days. I mean, yeah, all of that confluence is you know, pointing out that this level is likely to get rejected. I would put stop loss slightly above 18K. I wouldn't be too excited and add to position just in case we get a massive hype pump out of nowhere, guys. So yeah, I would have a relatively tight stop loss and accept the loss. But overall, if we do get that leg up and rejection, I think, yeah, I'm going to step into that trade. I also want to leave right now, but I'm going to hold on to see if we do get that leg up. Remember, guys, where I trade on Bybit, also PrimeXBT. If you want to check out PrimeXBT for Forex, also for, you know, S&P 500, Dow Jones, gold, oil, natural gas. You got insane bonuses down below, okay? On Bybit, right now is $30,000 worth of bonuses to be claimed at the rewards hub, guys. It's absolutely crazy. This is a campaign that they are going, I think they've only got about 9 days left, guys. $30,000 to be claimed on Bybit, which is the biggest bonus they have ever had, okay? So make sure to take advantage. I think they've got about 8 days or 9 days left for this bonus to be claimed at the rewards hub. Okay, so you sign up, go to the rewards hub, and you need to follow the steps to claim up to $30,000, which is absolutely crazy. So we are hitting that level right now. We're getting a bit of that pumpy action, to that 618 range. Yeah, we've got quite a lot of confluence at this level. One little last leg up. It is going to be a risky short, but we're going to take the chance, guys. I'm going to take the chance here live, and I'm going to play stop loss slightly above 18k. So if we do get that one more last volatility move to the upside, it's going to be a little bit of a risky one. Okay, I think there's a little bit of FOMO because of the CPI data. We just currently hit that point of control at this moment, getting that rejection at right now. We're going to get into that. Missed that leg up, missed that leg up, guys. I'm going to wait a little bit more. Let's take a look at the shorts get wrecked. Mark my words, don't do it, says Huffy. Is this pump going to have massive continuation? The only reason why I'm not confident in this short at the moment, guys, is basically because of the CPI data. You know, we do not know if this is going to continue pumping, right? What if, you know, people are, you know, potentially FOMOing in right now on the news that just has come out, you know, less than half an hour ago. So this is, you know, pretty damn good numbers for inflation, and markets having, you know, a little bit of a bullish effect thanks to these, you know, these good inflation numbers. Yeah, yeah, I mean, the possibility of a rejection is there, guys. Look at the amount of confluence. Yeah, it needs to be quick little scalp. We're going to jump into it. It's going to start to drop now. Jumped into the short. Small position, take profit, stop loss. Stop loss going to be 50%. This is a relatively small position, but overall I do think that that drop is potentially likely. Just a lot of confluence at that range, guys. There's just a lot of confluence. We got the, you know, a point of control level. We got yeah, from this range, like I said, perfect ABC correction to the 1-to-1 Fibonacci extension. So it's a perfect 1-to-1 wave. The only thing I don't like is the CPI data. Come on, I mean, this can ignite people having a little bit of a FOMO moment into this pump, and the pump can have continuation. You know, this is the risk about, you know, trading technical analysis when there's just some fundamentals been happening. So but overall, like I said, you know, it looks pretty good. You know, the 1-to-1 extension is hit from this ABC. It's getting a reaction. We know that reaction is real on the 5-minute, you know, 3-minute time frame. You know, the reaction is very real right there. I can already tell you that these are bearish divergence. You know, volume is going lower. We've got divergence in volume, higher highs, lower highs. Yeah, I mean, the technical perspective is saying that we should get that correction from this level, potentially to 16.8, 16.9, which is which is the which is the Fibonacci level from this low to the high. You know, when we go to the lower time frames, let's go to the 15-minute. From this low to the high, yeah, basically that's 16.7, 618, even 16.8, $600-700 potential drop. Yeah, it's just point of control from the volume trade of the last 2 days to perfection. I mean, look at the volume, guys. Look at this volume that was created on the 8th of November, and look at this price action back down with this volume and this pump volume hitting this amount of volume. ABC one-to-one extension, point of control, this volume, there's just too many things that is saying that, you know, that correction is going to happen. So yeah, I can't go short. My trading account on FTX is blocked. Oh my goodness. Hey, I mean, this short is probably not going to it's not going to happen, guys. You know, hopefully it will. Especially, it would be really nice on the live explaining that confluence. You know, it will be happy days. You know, it's going to be one of those winning trades if it does actually get that drop now in the next coming minutes. This might be a day trade. It might be a scalp day trade. I mean, it is the 15-minute chart. You know, yeah, that correction is just, I mean, it is correcting now. You know, if we start hitting that 17.2, 17.1, I would consider, you know, protecting that position straight away, or just get those $50, you know, $50, call it a day, and I'm out for dinner. Yeah. Eesh. Yeah, I want to, yeah. We need to get that drop now. We've claimed the highs. Let's see if we do get that drop, and happy days. If I do make it for a couple of $100, you know, I'll be happy. I'll be out for dinner today. Anyway, the confluence is there, guys. Let's see. I'm a little bit cowardly right now because of the CPI data. Yeah, we're probably going to get that volatility. If I do get stopped out at break even, and we claim the highs, guys, there will be time for another short. Okay, so if it does come back up, overall, trying to have good risk management here. If it does get stopped out, there's a high possibility because we're very, very close. If it does get stopped out, there will be time to re-enter a short position. Why? Because if we were to claim the highs again and get that rejection, that is going to give us a bit of confirmation that we are going to drop, basically, that we're having these massive volume divergences, and we're having these massive, you know, bearish divergence looking at the RSI on the low time frames. But overall, you know, getting that consolidation reaction at that level. So we're getting the pump right now. Let's see if we do claim the highs again and create a small swing failure on the lower time frames. So let's see if we do claim those highs and get that swing failure on the lower time frames. Would be the ideal scenario for a potential another short, giving us that confirmation, giving us that confirmation of the exhaustion point, guys. You know, it would be better to claim this 17.6 again high, get a wick down. That would be giving us that confirmation. We like this kind of price action where we are slightly creating the highs and creating divergences, and get that correction, right? We'll be confirming that exhaustion, guys. I mean, look, it's a beautiful level from this consolidation, right? Because this is we got, how many spikes do we have here to take a look at fib levels? We've got this one. I think this one's relatively too high, but overall it's the 382. So it is a, you know, that 382 from this spike on the 8th of November at 20,600, it's hitting the 382 magical Fibonacci number. What else? What other spike? You know, I'm not going to take fib level from here, right, or from here. I'm going to take it from the spike level of the start of the drop. So there's one right there. So this high to this low, you know, we're hitting the 618. So we're basically hitting the 618 from this consolidation range, and the 382 from this consolidation high level. Sorry, from this high, from this spike high. We've got hitting some major fib levels. Yeah, I mean, I'm just going through and through because I'm getting some more viewers here on the live stream. Point of control hit to the exact dollar. It's getting a reaction. Will we manage to get that correction? And I think yes, highly probable yes. Highly probable yes. You know, we might claim the highs, and I'm going to show you if I get stopped out at break even, which is potentially happening right now as we speak. If we do claim the highs and get that rejection, I will jump into another trade, guys, just so you can see how I'm trying to play the market here. Okay, let me go to the 3-minute chart. I mean, I'm probably going to get stopped out and maybe it's going to correct down. Yeah, no, didn't get stopped out. Moving down, I mean, that's the other possibility, right, where it's just going to have a lower high hitting the 618 on the lower time frames. But yeah, massive bearish divergence, of course, on this higher high scenario. You know, that is also a possibility, hitting the 618 right now and getting the drop. My highest probability trade would be claiming the highs and getting another rejection. So if we do this, and you know, that would be this trading range would be a good entry. If we were to claim the highs and get acceptance, you know, again, you know, and this is where you potentially want to get into that trade, right? And stop loss above the wick. So overall, you know, that stop loss above this wick also right now, giving it a few dollars, can maybe save you, because you might just slightly claim the highs, or you might hit the 618 and get the correction. It's all about having that risk management, guys, you know, having that risk management. Oh, I just got stopped out from that. Let's see if we do get that leg up, claim the highs, and if we do, I'll re-enter that short position. If we do make this price action right at this level, I will be entering that short again. Let's see if that does happen. BTC price back on the weekly channel, says Politic Matang. Where'd you take profit? Yeah, well, take profit. Not in that trade at the moment. Waiting to see if we are going to claim this high. Looking at the really low time frames. I mean, it can drop from the range. If it drops from now, well, yeah, got stopped out at break even and missed the trade. But we're just trying to be extremely protective at this moment with the CPI news. CPI news, yeah, I mean, this is the thing, you know, there's been a massive hype on that news event. You know, we can have that leg up again. We can have more continuation. But the technicals are saying that this is huge resistance, like I just explained. You know, point of control from the volume trade the last couple of days. You know, I'm not going to go through it again. I would go through it for the new subscribers, for the new viewers. But yeah, that is basically the analysis. Point of control hit to the exact dollar. This is a rejection level. We're looking at fib level from this consolidation range. We're looking at this consolidation right there to the lows. I mean, it's just a rejection point. Where's the take profit? Someone asked. Well, take profit is a support level. Which is the strongest support level? Hey, the 16.8. Why the 16.8? We've got a large here resistance zone, right? That we do have right over here, as you can see on the chart. And we also got the 618 from this low to the high. So we got this potential move that can happen in the next coming hours. Let's see if we do get that cheeky spike up. That does happen a lot, to get those early shorters, such as me, and yeah, that spike up again would give us a really nice entry, just at that, 17.6, 17.65. It looks like we're going to have that cheeky pump. Let's see if we do get that cheeky pump above 17,670 and create that divergence swing failure pattern again, because I mean this is on the verge of that potential move down, and it might happen now, guys, all depending on your risk management. Yeah, so we do get that 17,860 short, says Layla. In the game, stay cautious. I would have a relatively tight-ish stop loss. There's a high probability that we're probably going to drop or test the highs and drop. I wouldn't put my stop loss exactly at the wick, because we probably will test it again and come down. It's a possibility. And if we break through it, we could break through it massively, okay? So we don't want to have a overextended stop loss. At this time, instead of having my stop loss above $18,000, with this price action, I would consider lowering my stop loss, because maybe the highs are going to be claimed. We're going to have that swing failure. But if it manages to break, guys, stay on the safe side, as we do not know how much the price is going to pump. So if you're losing a position, make sure it's not too much. But yeah, if you're shorting that 17,860, absolutely phenomenal. You got into a fantastic short here, looking at the US dollar tether pair. Basically 17,860. How can that be true? It's not on the US dollar tether pair. Well, it's probably on another exchange. Dude, the shorting level is 18,200. You are shorting too early. Why is it 18,200? I'm trying to back up with some analysis here, with some technical analysis. I'm showing you that this is the point of control. What else can I say? ABC correction, an perfect ABC correction from a major downtrend is the one-to-one extension Fibonacci. One-to-one, wave to wave, is telling us that this 17,500, 17,600 is the one-to-one extension. You are getting that reaction from this range. So don't tell me, it's shorting early. The probabilities in getting a reaction from this level, the reaction is there. The probabilities in getting a correction are getting higher as we consolidate at this level. Okay. So yeah, I mean, if it can pump up, we're only looking at probabilities, of course, but the resistance is there. Like I said, the resistance is there. Now this is the moment you want to pull the trigger or not. My safest bet here, look at this. You're hitting that point of control to perfection. Why 18,200? Where is the resistance at 18,200? I mean, I got a daily level here, but this one has been, daily level only got respected here at $18,000. Why 18,200? Give me a reason. Give me some levels. Give me some technicals. I'm just sharing my technicals. So far, we are getting that reaction. If you take a look at the beginning of the live stream, when we were trading at this range, I was sharing you that possibility in getting a ABC correction exactly to 17.5. Let's just go to the beginning of the live stream right now. And this is extremely technical. This is extremely technical. Let me just go here through that analysis on Bitcoin at the beginning of the live stream. Where is it? Where's the price of Bitcoin? Yeah, right there. and that is extremely technical. You know, you can't get more technical than that. Yeah, I mean, there we go. Potentially to 17.5 and 17.5. So saying that just you know, about half an hour ago, potentially going to that 17.5, basically showing you that potential ABC correction, and that is going to be a level where we are going to get that reaction, where we are potentially going to see the price collapse. This was just talked about half an hour ago. So yeah, you know, that we're currently at that level. If we do get this correction from this 17.5, 17.6, you can say, you know, this is it's just extremely technical. It's just looking at the massive technicals here. If this drops right now to that 16.8, don't tell me that that was extremely technical that we talked about, all right, on the stream just half an hour ago, because you can just follow back, and I'm giving you why. I'm giving you, it's an ABC correction. It's you know, the 1-to-1 Fibonacci extension from waves, measuring the waves. It's the point of control from the volume trade the last couple of days. So yeah, I mean let's see if we do get that drop, but it would make sense, you know, if this price action right now, this reaction gets that drop to that 16.9, 16.8, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised, because it would be extremely technical, just like I explained half an hour ago. So yeah, I've got some people saying, I got 18,200 agree. There are a few 4-hourly wicks on the 18,200. Well, yeah, few 4-hourly wicks at the 18,200. Few 4-hourly wicks on the 18,200. Yeah, I can't see them, but anyway. Let's see. Sounds like you have a huge pair of. Sounds like you have a huge pair of technicals. Yes. Testicles, technicals. DXY pumping. Well. What we got? The DXY pumping from a major support level. Oh no, it's not. We're probably going to get that rejection. I mean, we're probably going to hold the range. This is probably going to be a wick on the 4-hourly or the daily. Okay, maybe just holding the range. You know, this needs a successful big breakout for it to look really good for the next coming weeks for that lower high. But if it doesn't, yeah, you know, if it's just a tiny little consolidation, double bottom scenario, yeah, you're just going to recover, and obviously this will not be good for Bitcoin. Yeah, guys, I'm not going to do much here. If you are trading, stay safe. Remember, stay safe, guys. I'm just showing you a little bit of the technicals. I mean, the reaction is there, right? We're getting a reaction from that level, you know, talking about that possibility of that leg up to 17.5 and potentially getting a reaction and potentially correcting from that level to about 16.8, 16.9. You know, the reaction is there. So you need to know how to play this with good risk management. You know, I wouldn't short here with a stop loss all the way up here. I wouldn't short it and add to my position if we do get a pump, because this is how you lose money. This is how you burn your account. I would accept a loss getting at the highest point possible, a re-entry if we do pump, make a swing failure, or we pump, hit the 618 and consolidate and start moving down, potentially re-enter that short, but overall have a stop loss above this wick. Give it quite a few dollars, not a tight stop loss, because we know the deal, you might just get wicked out. Give it quite a bit of room, okay, for that potential volatility. But overall, having good risk management, guys. The reaction is there. Now it's all depending on your risk management and how much you know you're willing to risk for this potential level. 4 wicks, 4 hourly wicks, 19th, 21st, and 13th of October. Let's take a look at this scenario over here. Okay, I can see them. Yeah, all right, okay. But yeah, the wicks are not such much of a major level, right? For me, in my personal opinion, they're not a huge major. Guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Been here for quite some time right now. Hope you enjoyed the live stream. Stay safe, guys. Protect yourself. Pac-Man, Scotty, Racing Pixel, thank you guys for joining the live stream. Just sharing you my analysis here, showing you how, hey, it actually made that move. Now, this is a level of a rejection. I think that 16.8, 16.9 can be hit potentially in the next coming hours, all right? It is a possibility. It is a possibility. I would be eyeing this scenario if we wick above this range in the next coming minutes, hours, and get a rejection, guys. I would consider entering into that short position and, you know, swing failure, entering back into that short and looking for this potential correction. We could get a big fat bounce from this range, but overall that's what I'm looking for, okay? Remember, you do have an insane bonus down below in the description on Bybit. They've got 8 days left, of $30,000 worth of bonus, guys. Make sure to take advantage of that bonus because it's only going to be 8 more days on Bybit. You just need to sign up in less than 2 minutes, go to the rewards hub and claim the bonus at the rewards hub, okay? You find the info down below in the description. You've got 8 days to claim the bonus. It's another way to support the channel, of course. I do get a small commission on that. But it is the exchange that I trade with. You know, most of my trading funds are on Bybit. Not on FTX, not on Binance. They're on Bybit. You know, I've been using it for over 2 years. Totally legit platform. I don't think they're gonna be insolvent, right? It's not my personal opinion, okay? They look pretty legit and pretty strong. Guys, thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed the show. Make sure to destroy the like button on your way out, and I will be doing another live stream tomorrow, okay? Thank you. Stay safe with your trading, and I'll see you later.